What's up everyone, welcome back to another Kajabi video, and today we are taking a look at the next step in our 30-day challenge, which is all about, give me 1 second while I pull up my notes, coming up with your profitable course idea. Sorry, I did not have that memorized, but yes, we're talking about building your course. And this is important because we talked about the transformations, we talked about understanding who your ideal client, your avatar is, right? That's all going to be very important because we want the course to be directed at people who will actually buy from us, right? It has to solve a very specific problem for a very specific audience. You don't want to be selling something for everyone. So how do you actually discover that course idea that will actually work? And this really comes through understanding your audience. Again, it comes back down to understanding your who. So let me share with you practically how you would do this, right? The secret really comes down to content marketing, as we talked about previously as well. Content marketing is where you put out, again, free content into the world, and then you're giving people small little results in every single piece of content that you put out. In return, you're building that know, like, and trust factor, and you're building your email list. If you've already watched that second video where we talked about the flow of online business, this is the business model that we're using. So the biggest benefit of putting out free content regularly is you start to see what types of videos and what topic ideas resonate with people more than maybe what other types of videos you're putting out there do. So maybe that means that a certain style of content, let's say you're doing you're doing fitness content, let's say, and your videos on how to lean down do a lot better than videos on nutrition, right? So anytime you put out a video on how to get leaner, how to cut body fat, how to reach 10%, whatever it is, people gravitate towards that type of content more and more. So that probably tells you I could create a program that really dives into the deeper processes of how to actually reduce body fat. I can create a full start to finish system that takes people every single step of the way that I can't really do in a YouTube video. I can put that together and that will likely resonate with my audience very, very deeply, right? So coming back down to what people are really interacting with, what do they comment on a lot, right? For YouTube, you look at the comments, you look at the views, look at your analytics, and that is the biggest sort of indication that you can have for a great online course. If we take a look at my backend, I'll show you an example here. So this is my dashboard, and if we take a look here at analytics, YouTube is great, right? Because they literally give you a good sense of everything that your channel has in terms of history. So they give you the last 28 days. One thing I like to do is go through a lifetime. So from 2018 to 2025, that's a period of 7 years. How have my videos been performing? And I can scroll down here and see the videos that have the most views in all time. So my very top video, the one that I have the most views on, is how to actually write for strings, how to orchestrate string parts in the orchestra. And a lot of my content is geared towards orchestration, right? That gives me really good intel that people want to see more of what this sort of thing is. Orchestration, production, using orchestral instruments, that sort of thing. And therefore, my courses are also based around this same topic of orchestration. How do you choose the right instruments? How do you put them together so they sound convincing and realistic and musical? All of those things are related to the topic of orchestration. The other thing that people watch a lot of is sample library reviews. So, what are the best tools to produce with? Because everyone likes tech, right? It's not necessarily talking about how you as the composer can improve your skills. It's talking about what products should you be using, because people love to buy stuff, right? So for me, it's sort of a combination of orchestration plus sample library content that does really well for my channel. And thankfully, these are topics that I actually enjoy making as well, making content on as well. So, like understanding that orchestration is a big performer in my channel tells me that I should probably create more content around that sort of content, courses around that content, right? And it gives me a lot of intel that way. So I would encourage you to do the same. Hopefully at this point, before you start building a course, you already have some content out there into the world, and maybe you don't. Maybe you haven't created a content business yet. So in this case, you should probably have a bit of a pulse on your closer networks. Like maybe you have like an inner circle of people that you are colleagues with and they have similar interests. So you could be asking them, like, what do they struggle with in this niche, or what would they be looking for ideally from a paid offering, whether that's a course or a coaching program or anything like that. there's always people that you can ask. But if you already have some content out there, studying the analytics is probably the best thing to do, probably the easiest thing to do as well, no matter what platform you're using. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. And once you really dial down what that topic idea is, you can commit to that as your online course. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as it's built around something that people actually have interest in, then that is a great sign that you'll actually do well with your course. All right, so with that said, let's kind of get into the nitty gritty of building it together and, outlining the thing, recording, editing, all that great stuff we'll dive into later in this challenge. And again, if you want to join me along the way, you can join Kajabi using my extended 30-day free trial. And Kajabi is the platform that I've been using for a long, long time and will be using for this challenge to upload our course inside. And I'll talk about how the platform basically works so that we're speaking the same language. So if you use my trial, get that extended trial, then you can be using the same platform as I am and apply everything immediately as you see it. So in addition to that trial, I'll give you those 2 bonus mini courses for free, Kajabi in 30 days and content marketing for creatives. Plus I'm offering my complimentary 30-minute coaching session. So if you forward me your first month's receipt or your annual receipt of payment to Kajabi, then you can set up your coaching session with me at any point, whether you want to build your business or you're wanting to ask a couple questions or really anything, you can let me know and we can set up your complimentary coaching call at any time. With that said, I'll see you in the next video and we'll get even deeper into the details. So I will see you there.